It's been a numbers game since time began. Nothing has changed. Do the numbers, you will have the sales. The other thing to bear in mind is there's been lots of sales methods and sales ideas come across over the years. I've adapted some of them. I'm just going to need to remove my jacket 1 second. Let's get it warm. I've adapted some of them and I'm going to share them with you. I share these with corporate companies in Australia and they're not the right way to do things or the wrong thing. It's just the way that I think you can look at things slightly different. So, sales methods and sales ideas, there's different types around. However, work rate and numbers will never, ever, ever be replaced. Has anybody heard this term, sales assistant? Do we know what a sales assistant is? Let's come down here. You're wearing a nice suit, you look very organised today, young man. Why don't you tell me what you understand by the term sales assistant?
The person who assists in sales or some kind of help you gain during the sales.
And where would you normally think you'd find a sales assistant?
Like hiring employees.
Hiring employees, yeah, that's one. Where else do you normally find sales assistants?
Basically, is sales assessment like computer stuff or some kind of electronic stuff, as we can find equipments they are sold we can use in the market that are available, which help us to complete our work on tasks or whatever our work we do.
Okay, so you're looking at product assistants rather than sales assistant. Very close. You're a young lady. Tell me where you would see a sales assistant.
We'd find them in shopping malls.
Absolutely. Every shopping mall. How can you let the lady know more than you? What are you doing here? The place is full of guys, and a lady has to outthink you. My goodness. So, sales assistant. We understand what a sales assistant is, because we come across them all the time in the shopping malls. But here's a thought. Rather than a sales assistant, how about you look at it as an assistant buyer?
It doesn't matter what designation you assign.
Sorry, sir?
It doesn't matter what designation you assign them, their work will still remain the same.
Doesn't matter what name you call them and work stays the same. Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't disagree with you. But when I studied these two terms, I came to a conclusion that a good sales assistant isn't really selling the product. A good sales assistant, you seem really good on this. Come up here. Okay, let's have a bit excited. Everybody, give this man a round of applause. So, let me get you a microphone. You have a microphone. And so, what is your name?
Reza.
By the way, everybody, I came here a couple of days ago. I absolutely fell in love with this guy's hair. How good is that? Okay, Raza is it? So you look very smart today. Did you say Raza? Your name?
Reza.
Raza. So you look very smart today. Would you consider yourself a reasonably good communicator and sales sort of person?
I guess so.
Okay.
I play bass, and when we perform on stage, we need to communicate with the crowd. That's one way to communicate with them too.
So you perform on stage?
Yeah, through music.
Okay, here's a tip. When you perform on stage, keep the microphone close so everybody can hear you. Okay, so you perform on stage and you consider yourself a reasonable, possible salesperson?
Right, exactly.
Okay, let's try him out. Sir, can you step up to the stage, please? I'd like another volunteer. Give me a hand of applause. Can I ask you to remove your jacket? Remove your jacket. Okay, so we're going to have a bit of an experiment here. So I'd like you to bring yourself here, and stand just here, facing the audience. I'm sorry to pick on you, but you were very well dressed and very available. Now I want you to pretend he's walked into your shop.
He's what now?
He's walked into your shop. You sell clothes.
I sell clothing.
Exactly. And when you ask him the question, he's going to say, "See, to buy a jacket." Then we're going to talk about, we're going to watch how you selling the jacket, because you just told me you consider yourself a salesman.
Let's see what
So I'm going to give you a microphone so everybody can hear what you're saying. You're going to ask the questions. You're going to role play along and see how good he is at selling. Just want to close your neck, sir.
Mirza, you can call me. Mirza.
Mirza, thanks for coming along. So, Mirza, where you going?
Sorry. What's your name?
Mirza.
Oh, I can hear that. Just see a role-play call. I guess you're not aware that we're role-playing. So, I see you're formally dressed, and the only thing that you're missing, except for the shoes, they're not matching your clothes. But I think you would require a jacket with that, and a new tie. So, would you prefer to buy one? We sell a various numerous amounts of fit.
I'm quite comfortable without
Really
jacket.
comfortable without the jacket? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Do you see the people around you? Do they seem comfortable?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Do you think I'm comfortable in this?
Maybe, yeah.
I am. So would you like to be, do you want to be as comfortable as I am? Because this feels awesome.
I feel more comfortable the way I'm here at the moment.
Then why did you take off the jacket? Why did you take off the jacket? Just because he said so.
That was part of the game.
But you couldn't.
Okay.
I like to play along as well.
No problems. So let me just tell you what I just saw as a manager observing. First things first, when someone comes into your space, treat him with some respect. First thing
I don't.
my friend here did was tell this guy his shoes don't match his clothes.
Which they don't.
Which is fine,
Which I don't like.
which is understandable. But as a salesman, you just lost the sale and you're going home with no food.
He's one loss, I can get another one.
I'm sure he is one last. But then, did I say to you earlier, ladies and gentlemen, treat every opportunity from every angle possible. There is a small amount of casualness and flippancy that basically can realistically get you a sale. But if you want to fundamentally win over a person, you've got to be talking about their clothes in a positive light and not explaining that your clothes are a lot more professional. Does everybody agree? Yeah?
My clothes are professional.
Okay, so let's try from a different angle. Good afternoon, sir. Thanks for coming in. How can I help you?
Say that again.
How can I help you?
How do you want to help me?
Yeah, you popped into my store there. I just noticed you're dressed in some very nice clothes and just wonder how I can help you.
Okay, let me find out how you want to help me.
Well, this is a clothes shop, sir. We have lots of different clothes here, and I'm looking at the way you're dressed. You've no jacket. Is it cold outside at the moment?
No, maybe, I don't know.
Okay. So, did you pop into the shop looking for anything in particular, or is it something you just want to browse around and look at our shop, sir?
Yeah, I want to be more comfortable, that's right.
Okay. And what exactly did you have in mind?
Well, to look more professional.
More professional? Okay, well, I like the way your jeans and your belt match, which is already professional, and that's a very nice tie. So, do you think if we added a jacket to it, it may help?
I suppose so, yes.
Okay, well, have you anything in mind in terms of a jacket? Did you want something to match the pants, or were you looking at something to contrast and give you more of a relaxed look? What would you prefer?
Well, definitely, I would like to have some contrast.
Some contrast? Okay. Well, we've got some new stuff in recently, sir, and this arrived only this week. Let me see if I can, you look to me, sir, like you would be a 40-42?
Oh, come on.
What size are you?
Yeah, 42, I suppose.
42. Okay, if I can just grab that microphone. I think I can stick that on. So first and foremost, before we go any further, how does it actually feel?
Oh, pretty good.
So this is Christian Dior. It's not the best we have, but I'll tell you, Christian Dior don't make the best clothes in the world, but it's very rare they make a bad suit. So this is very nice. But just bring it over here. Do you want to have a look in the mirror? So you can see first and foremost, it gives you the clash that you're looking for with the outfit. You're finishing yourself kind of like an English country lord, I think. So, anything else you wanted to go with that jacket other than just yourself, sir?
No, I suppose it's fine.
Okay, fantastic. So what do you do for a living?
I'm consultant.
I'll just bring you over here, we'll get the checkout okay. And how long have you been a consultant?
I practice project management.
Fantastic. Any children, family?
Yeah.
So would you pick up a cash or credit card, sir? Cash, okay. Can you just start this gentleman out? So my name is Tony Lizaroo. If you ever pop in here again, please come and find me. I work every day apart from Mondays. If you're in this shop, please find me and I'm more than happy to help you again. In the meantime, can you look after my friend here and look after you and pay by credit card? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So a round of applause for these two gentlemen. So, I don't know if anybody caught on to that, but I ask a lot of questions. It's something that I learned very, very young, and that is, telling is not selling. If you tell people about how they should be, or what they want to be, or what you think they could be, you're not selling anything. All you are doing at the very, very best is feature dumping, and I'll explain feature dumping in a little while. But suffice it to say, if you start by insulting a gentleman, you're never going to be his friend. If you start by telling him how wonderful you're dressed, he's never going to want to be your friend. And finally, if you're not prepared to ask him some basic questions as to what he thinks he may want, or not as the case may be, you're going nowhere with the sale. Now, I have no issues at all with what my friend Raz did over there, because to be fair, his hair is so good, I'll forgive him. However, something we need to learn from that, and that is, when somebody comes into your shop, treat them with some respect. When someone comes into your shop, make their day feel good. It's not difficult to make people feel good. Every time I go through a hotel, I don't care who's on security, I make it my policy to go and shake their hand. And I know there's different things in Pakistan and different rules in Pakistan, but I make sure that when I pass somebody along, I shake their hand. Why? Because it doesn't cost anything to make people feel good. So I didn't go out of my way to make this gentleman feel good, but I went out of my way to ask him some questions that would get him thinking about why he's wandering around my store. I asked him a few questions to find out, at the end of the day, why are you in here? And once we'd ascertained that he was in here to probably look at finishing his dress off, I then went straight ahead and complimented him on what he'd arranged so far, what he'd dressed so far, what he'd found so far. And then I didn't tell him I had a blue jacket. I didn't tell him what products we had. I didn't tell him about the wool. All I did was basically say, if you want something to contrast, I've got something that might work for you. And it's not difficult, because at the end of the day, people who buy clothes want to be treated nicely. You don't have to sell hard in a clothes shop, because here's the thing, someone's walked in. Somebody walks in, pretty good chance they want to buy something. Get on the internet and dial the yellow pages, try and find a cold lead. It's very likely nobody wants to buy anything. So when somebody walks into your shop, it's automatically a warm lead. Treat it with respect. Treat it as this is the last sale you need in order to reach your monthly target. Don't have the attitude that, oh well, if you don't want to buy from me, I'll find somebody else who will, because that's not selling. That's just being arrogant, somewhat embarrassing, and to a certain extent, wasting your time, because you spend 8 hours doing that and get nowhere. So, I think in that instance, I like to think that an assistant buyer is a lot more powerful a term than sales assistant. Moving on, objections. Do we know what objections are? Let's come down there again. Let's work out, do we know what the word objection is? Let's find somebody fresh. You were very helpful last time, and you've got a nice smile, and you look as though you can help me. Sir, can you tell me what you think an objection is?
Objection is something that you're offering something to someone and he's object, or just like a person who's objecting that I'm looking fine and I'm absolutely fine and I don't want any jackets.
Okay, doesn't want any jackets. So an objection really, from what you just told me, is a situation whereby somebody says, no, I don't want that. Is that a fair call? Is that a fair call? So, if we can define objections, I believe that this gentleman may not buy a jacket today. He did, but he may not. The objection is not about, I don't want to buy a jacket. The objection is, I don't feel like spending that money today.